Welcome to the wee Museum of Memory based at Ocean Terminal Shopping Centre here in Edinburgh. It's run by the Living Memory Association and normally we are open to the public. It's very much a hands-on museum, but of course because of lockdown we can't have guests and visitors coming to see us. So we're going to do a series of short videos looking at objects from the museum, and today we're going to be doing kitchen objects, and hopefully they will bring back some memories for you and we'll start reminiscing. So we're going to start with this object here. Now I'm going to ask you what it is, if anyone recognises that. We're going to come back to that one later. I'm sure some people will recognise that. And we're going to have a look through here. We've got lots and lots of recipe books, and recipe books were so important. Everyone had recipe books, and lots of people of course remember the Biro recipe book, but they were very personal things. And you will find this is a lovely Mrs. Beeton cookery book here, and any good cookery book should have lots of stains in it where favourite recipes were, and they should also have, just like this one, little cuttings in here again of people's favourite recipes. Did you have a favourite recipe? Did you cook special things that you all known for? Mrs. Beeton really covered most things to do with running a house, and I particularly like Mrs. Beeton always has a section for invalid cooking, as they call it here, and I particularly like, if you were feeling unwell, I'm sure being made to consume some of these things would soon get you back onto the road for recovery, because we have here liquid foods, beef juice, beef tea and egg, and this particular one here, which really would have you getting out of your sick bed, beef tea custard. Really, and over the page here, eel broth and mutton tea. All great things to get you back on the road to recovery, I would think. And as you will see, lots and lots of different recipe books and preserves, of course, people making their own jam and marmalade. So we're going to look at some other items here, and what was this sort of food that we all still have, but it's not really done like this anymore. We'll come back to that one actually, see if you've guessed that one. Here's another item which I think is, well, I think you could probably guess that one. There's some wires here and something is cut there. So here's a little item now. This is very sophisticated. I don't think we ever had one in our house. Did you? What is that used for? Right, bigger items. Let's have a look. This is a variation here on the first object I showed you. It's similar sort of thing. Again, it's something we very much eat now. What was that? Now, I'm not really going to test you on this one, because I very much a thing that is still used, but everyone had this style, the tatty masher, and very much still sold. But did you have one like this? And this is a beautifully used old wooden tatty masher, as you can see, well worn, almost like a weapon, that one. And going a bit further back, may not be something a lot of people recognise, but you would have found these largely, I think, in shops. Whole selection we have here, different sizes. What were these? Well, I'll tell you what these were. Of course, these were butter pats. So when you went to the shop, instead of everything being pre-packaged, stuff would come in big blocks and it was cut off to the specific size or weight you wanted, and then they would use these to pat the butter down. So that was used a lot, largely in shops. So what were these objects? Well, this one of course is a sandwich toaster, can't help feeling if you had the wrong loaf of bread, you'd be wasting a lot of bread there. But that's what that was. Over the gas ring or over the open fire. This item here with the wires cutting through there, that of course is for hard-boiled eggs. Put your egg in there and the wire would slice through, giving you perfect slices. The first item I showed you, a mystery item here, I'm sure some people will know what that is. It's of course a biscuit cutter, and it gives you, if you run it along like that, of course gives you perfect round biscuits, or cookies as some people would call them, but that's what that is, and used in bakeries, not just in the kitchen, and you can still buy those. So we're going to look at some bigger items. Before we start that though, do you remember did your granny, did your mother, did you have one of these? A penny? Lovely flowery penny. Moving down here, of course, what was this? That's a lovely example. The jelly pan. I'm making your jam rather. Bigger items here. Lots of people had the kitchen scales and everyone had these weights. I remember playing with these as a kid. Always fascinating. And we've got a good selection here. What was that? I think a lot of people will know what that is. You put your meat in here and that would be your mincer. Your mince would come out the other side. One of those jobs that children would quite often have to do. Lovely example. Another example here. Lovely green enamel one. Particularly like that. What is this one here? It's not for meat. Put something in here and operate it like that. Well, it was actually for marmalade. You'd put oranges in there and it would create the peel of your orange marmalade. Not many of those. I've never seen one of those before. But I hope some of those objects have brought back some memories for you. Did you have a kitchen range, for instance, in your kitchen? Did you have items like this? Thank you very much for watching this very first Reminiscence session from the Wee Museum of Memory. Please join us for our next episode, which we're going to look at laundry and washing. And if you have any memories or any photographs, or if you want to get in touch with us, you can do so via our website www.livingmemory.org.uk, or we have a very good Facebook page which you can look at under Living Memory Association. And once again, thank you for listening. We're going to go out with a piece of music and we're going to do a little look round the whole of the museum so you can get an idea of what it is all about. Thank you.
I've been a lonely spinster on the shelf. I'm right fed up with spending all my wages on myself. I'm all prepared for married life, its secrets I've been taught. And here's some of the little odds and ends I've been and bought. One bridal gown, one eider down. I've been saving them up since 1894. Got me ribbons and me bows and me these and thems and those, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. One baby's cot, one flower pot, where I've planted a rambling rose bush for the doer. Got a motto for the wall, it says heaven help us all packed up in me little bottom drawer. Got a piano under the staircase, and I'm teaching myself to play the Maiden's Prayer. One toilet set, one bassinet, now I'm waiting for love to open up the door. Got me Aristotle's works in a case of eggs from Perks, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. answered every advert in the matrimonial times. I bought me own confetti and a set of wedding chimes. At night I count me treasures just to see they haven't strayed. I'm very patriotic, everyone is British made. One chiffonier, one keg of beer, and some orange and purple lino for the flower. Got a new pyjama set made of bright red flannelettes, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. One Persian rug, one china jug, and some silverware from Marks and Spencer's store. Got a book by Dr. Five, How to Be a Perfect Wife, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. We'll have a bathroom, oh what a bathroom, with a wonderful bath where we can keep the clothes. Oh, shoe for luck, pail for the muck, and a President Hoover's cleaner for the floor. If me plans all go to pot, I can sell the blooming lot, all packed up